welcome to this video. I hope that you guys are doing well wherever you may be. I hope you're staying cool and staying inside, because where I live right now it is super hot. This weekend it's supposed to reach like triple digit weather, and so I'm sitting in my car and blasting the air conditioning. I woke up this morning and decided that I wanted to make a video today for this channel because it's just been a long time since I've given you guys updates and what I've been getting up to this summer. And so right now I'm going to head to Walgreens. My favorite YouTuber, Jess Conti, she came out with a nail collection, and I'm going to see if I can find that. If I'm able to, I'm going to just talk to you guys when I get back. Sad story, I went to Walgreens and they didn't have her collection there. I am back home now. You know those days where you just don't necessarily have anything planned and you don't have to set an alarm, so you just sleep in and you just go about your day. This morning was definitely like that, which I'm super thankful for. I don't know if you can tell from the background of my room that I'm in. I am not in my college town right now. I'm in my home for the weekend. I wanted to share just some really exciting updates in my life, and so one of those things being, it was my 1 year anniversary, if you would call it, of having lupus, because I was diagnosed on June 24th of 2020, so last year. And right now I'm recording this video on June 25th, and so yesterday was my 1 year celebration of that. This last month it was May, which was Lupus Awareness Month. My friends, they threw a surprise picnic for me and it was really sweet.
Have a name? Why, yes it does, she replied. What is it? Asked Jack. My special butterfly is called Lupus. It makes Mommy feel extra tired, but after Mommy gets rest, I feel better. She explained how her butterfly was not a butterfly.
It is so fun being able to have this channel because I'm just able to share with you guys and have this be an outlet for myself, where I'm able to look back and to record the progress and the experiences that I've been going through. When I first started this channel, I wanted to talk about my lupus journey and what that looks like, and then I was able to capture me coming back to school and the transition of going back to work looked like. Normally when I film or record a video, obviously all videos are edited and you can only see really the highlights of what someone wants to put out and display. When I'm looking at those videos, some of the things that I don't necessarily add, whether it's me in bed because I'm in too much pain to move, or if I don't want to leave the house because I feel discouraged or whatever that may be, you may not see it on the video, but just being able to be reminded of those times just helps me to continue to move forward. This last week, I got a job at a summer school district, and from my understanding, I thought I was going to be a teacher's aide or like a teacher's assistant and doing things that I've like done in the past of just working with kids and just helping the teacher out. I didn't process that I would be stepping into a position where I would have my own group of second and third grade students by myself, not with another assistant teacher or anything like that. In my program at my college, they don't have a student teach in a classroom until your senior year of college, and I haven't reached that yet. And so I haven't even student taught yet or really taught a classroom or taught lessons before by myself. But this time I was just thrown into it. At first, it was just crazy and it felt unreal, and I wasn't really able to process everything. I feel like I still haven't really processed it. My first graders who are just fresh out of school, some of them don't really know what it's like to be in a classroom environment. I go by Miss Sandra. Normally you go by like Miss and then your last name. I just prefer being called by my first name because that's just what I'm used to. If I'm gonna have one thing be comfortable, it's gonna be my name, because everything else was just super new. She came up to me after class and she was like, you know what, out of all of the teachers that I've ever had, you are my most favorite. They're just so precious. Just thinking about that, I'm probably their first in-person teacher that they've ever had. It has honestly been a big pain in the butt on my body. I am constantly on my feet. It makes my lower back and my feet just ache all over. With any new job and with any new thing, it's going to be hard at first. That's something that I wanted to keep in mind and to give myself grace for. I teach STEAM to second and third graders, so that stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Since the program is 5 weeks long, each week there's like a focus on what I'm going to be teaching. So this last week I taught about nature. We went on a nature walk and we did this activity called the 1 square foot activity, and then we also did a leaf art activity. And then for each week there are lesson plans that are given to you, which is amazing. When I'm with the kids and teaching them and just getting to get to know their stories a little bit, there's honestly nowhere that I'd rather be, or nothing else that I could imagine myself doing. And just that desire and passion that God has placed on my heart is just so big. I am excited to continue to step into that. Something that just makes me really discouraged is with my new body's limitation and just with the enemy's voice over my mind saying that you're not good enough, that someone else could be doing it better than me, or I'm not doing enough. In 2 Timothy, there's a verse that says, "But the Lord stood next to me and gave me strength." And I can't think of a better verse to sum up how this last year has been. It is actually the next day and it is 2 o'clock. I wasn't able to finish this video yesterday because I went out with my friends Eve and Amanda. My friend Eve is the funniest because she got like a microphone for her car, and because she loves to sing karaoke. Eve. So
Okay,
I'm
good,
here in
you're good.
Eve's car and she ordered a microphone.
You're good.
And Amanda just got here. And so we're going to like serenade her
Okay,
and welcome her in. I'm speaking. No, you can still hear it. This is kind of annoying.
Okay.
In celebration of my 1 year anniversary of Lupus, they got me gifts. My friend Eve, she got me this watercolor set. It looks like this. It has these paints and brushes and the notebook, and I'm so excited to use this. She also got me this pink beautiful journal, and on the front it says "with love." In the front there's like a zipper where I can put pencils because I always need another place to store my pencils because I have so many. And then a little journal. I'm so excited because I go through journals like crazy because you know me, I love journaling. And the last thing that she got me is this little octopus. And he has these little legs, which is so cute. He flips over, so he's like smiling here. He has another side where he's sad. Honestly, just felt like my birthday, getting to celebrate my 1 year of having lupus. Being able to reflect on this past year has been just really special. My aunt, she bought me these beautiful orchids and I don't really know how to take care of them, so I'm going to be looking that up. My older brother, he got me some purple flowers because that is the color of spreading lupus awareness. He also got me a Chipotle gift card and it just meant a lot that he did that. And my best friend, my BFF, LAB Buff Lab, Stephanie, also known as Step Fanny, she doesn't know my address like in my college town, and so she went out of her way to ask my mom for my address in my college town. And she had delivered Panda Express because she knew that I was tired from the workday and didn't want to cook dinner when I got home. She also sent me flowers and like just some of my favorite foods. You know those pregnancy pillows that people who are pregnant have? I don't know another way to describe it. My dad got me a similar pillow to that. It's honestly been making getting out of bed even harder than it already is because it's so comfortable. In one of the last clips that I filmed yesterday, I was talking about the verse in 2 Timothy, how it said, "But the Lord stood at my side and gave me strength." That was just a beautiful summary and illustration of just this last year. And a verse that I definitely was clinging onto this past week. Also, the verse that talks about greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. And it just takes off a lot of pressure and weight off of myself, especially with the responsibilities and expectations that I felt like I was needing to be meeting, knowing that it's not in my own strength and it's not in my own willpower or in my own talent or in my own grit, but it's in the Lord's strength when he's continually working through me, and when I'm surrendering my plans and my passions to him. That is definitely something that I was getting caught up in my few days of teaching. I wanted to have the exact game plan laid out, my lesson laid out. Something that I'm reflecting on from just even those few days is being okay when things don't go as planned, not rush to get to the next thing or get to the next lesson, but to just sit in the moment and be able to meet my students where they are. These last few weeks, I have definitely just been packing it with just a lot of things. I'm definitely recovering from these last few weeks. This last week of my first week of teaching, I didn't get much sleep. Yes, my body was tired and I was exhausted and super fatigued from the day, but my body had a lot of pain, aches all around, where laying in bed was the most uncomfortable thing to do. My first day at work was Monday, and then that night I was just tossing and turning in bed at like 3 or 3:30 a.m. and knowing that I had to get up at 6, and I was just getting super nervous with not knowing if I was going to make it to work the next day. Just looking back at those moments and seeing how God was right there and he was closer than I imagined. I don't know where I would be or if I could even keep going if it wasn't for his strength and his hand over my life. And I just wanted to encourage whoever may be watching that weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. With every morning, God's mercies are new and fresh, and the slate is clean. It is a new day with new chances and new opportunities. Before I ended this video, I wanted to show you guys my teacher bag. It looks like this. It has these 2 straps, and so it's perfect and it fits a lot of things. The first thing in here is my wallet. Then I have my pencil pouch. Then I keep a journal in here. It is super helpful to just write down notes from the day and any questions that I have. As you can see in week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so this week we talked about nature, and then next week we're talking about reduce, reuse, and recycle. This was the rough schedule for the morning, and for each day, like the night before I would come into work, I made a little checklist for myself so that when I got there in the morning, I would have a game plan and be able to accomplish my goals before my students came in. So this is what Tuesday, June 22nd looked like, and this is what like the 23rd looked like. The way that my brain works is if I don't write it down, then I won't remember. Also, inside of my teacher bag, I call it my teacher bag because it makes me feel official, is my MacBook. I actually don't even need my MacBook because I'm able to log into the teacher's computer that's in the classroom and then have it connect to the projector so that the students can see it, which is super nice. And then I have my folder where I hold just different papers and things. And then I have some stickers. So I got this little sticker book from the Dollar Tree, and there's 352 of them, so I couldn't pass this up because they're super cute, and I haven't given any out yet, but I'm sure I'll find a reason and a time. Then I have some lollipops for prizes and things like that. On the first day of classes, I wrote out little notes and then I gave all of my students lollipops. Like, I had an extra one in my bag, which I'm glad that I do so I can show you guys. I got these little notes from the Dollar Tree. On the back, I just wrote them a note welcoming them in, and I have just other random things like sticky notes, a band-aid, some chapstick, and it holds a lot, and it's actually not super heavy at all. I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching and for following this little journey of mine. I love getting to make videos like this, and I hope that you are having an amazing day so far. I encourage you to do something good for yourself, whether it's good for you mentally or good for you physically, either going on a walk, calling a friend, eating ice cream, eating chocolate. Until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!